had to go to Walmart to get a fucking food scale. My food scale broke, and I really want to track what I'm eating right now because, man, I've got so much going on, and I know that if I don't, I will not eat enough, and then I'll be like not feeling good, and it's just not okay. And yeah, I'm a professional. Like when the world feels chaotic, I do that. It makes me feel good. It's part of what I do. It's part of what I do. So food scale broke, and so I had to go in there and get in the food scale. So I park at the garden center because I'm like, we're about to move. I haven't been to Walmart in months. Haven't been out like to a store in months because I order everything online and I order groceries and all that shit. So I figured, what the hell? I park at the garden center and start to walk in. This guy was like, hey, man, the door's locked. Okay, cool. And then I was like, okay, I'll just walk. And right then I thought, old me would have gotten pissed off, felt like defeated. Nothing works out for me. Fucking shit. Now that's going to take more time, all that stuff. But I didn't. But I recognized that okay, wow, it's cool that I'm cool with just going on this adventure in the normal door. Walmart's not my favorite, especially right now, just energetically. It's just a lot of people. I just feel really sensitive right now. I just can feel all this stuff, right? So I go beeline straight back to the lawn care center because I just wanted to look around. I just want to see. I've been there a long time. I was like, maybe they got some cool patio shit, Gonna need it for the pool. Looked at some flowers and realized that I forgot to go through the kitchen section to get my food scale. Got my food scale. Had to pick up the kids these little like hoodie towels. They like wearing these little towels with the hood. They put some on their head and it's like they're Batman or something. They like those. So I grabbed some of those and I was like, dude, the front of the store is a fucking nightmare. Tons of people, not enough registers, typical Chevy lined up out. And I was like, you know what? Let me run back to the electronics. Maybe there's somebody back there. And if there is, it won't be a wait and I can be in and out. Sure enough, Becky was behind the counter. Becky was not happy to be at work tonight. Becky was very angry. I wasn't buying any electronics. And so I had the energy of afraid I was going to get in trouble. And I said, hey, you mind if I check out here? And she goes, yeah, let me run over to the fabrics real quick and I'll be right back. Right the way she acted like, fuck. She just like she was wanted to cuss me out and wanted to cuss everybody else out, Becky wasn't fucking happy. Such a familiar look on her face, the way her skin looked, her age, an older white woman. Kind of had a Jersey vibe because the way her accent was, just men piss her off. I could just pick up on the energy right away. And I just stood there waiting. I was like, well, since I'm here, first initially when she was like, well, let me run to the fabric counter and I'll be right back. Initially, I was like, this is the type of people that bitch about why things aren't fair to them. And they're going to show up at work and have a customer there, even though in my mind, I said, hey, maybe she had a previous thing, like had to get to the counter because they're short staffed, which they probably are. And I just need to fucking wait or whatever. But something about me from a long time ago in customer service, because I've worked with the public my whole life, acknowledging the customer is great. But I just feel like you always want to make your customer feel, I want them to have a good experience. You always want your customer to have a great experience. And this is why I appreciate people that train their staff on this. This is why I chose the dentist that I chose, because I would call dentist offices and, you get your typical dental assistant, which I've been a medical assistant. And yeah, you're paid based on your personal growth. I'll just say that. And I would call each office and I was like, their energy and how they act towards people will tell me which office I need to go to. So I'd call and you could tell right away they're not present at their job. They really don't even like being there, even though they've got a fake work voice, they're not smiling when they're on the phone. They truly are stressed out and they're just like at their job. They're not taking care of themselves. They're just not happy people. And they treat you like, yeah, okay, what's your name? What is it that you're wanting? Instead of just people fucking skills, right? That's why, once again, they're the type that's going to bitch about not making enough money when they don't even see, hey, people skills, man. You just grow out of situations and you make more money just by increasing your interpersonal skills. It's crazy. So initially when Becky says this, my mind, I'm like, wow. And it's 6:00 and these women can't get their doors closed fast enough. It's 6:00 p.m. and she goes, we're closed. I'm like, dude, it's a Saturday fucking night. Probably the most jumping ass time. you motherfuckers are going to see people coming in and out, and you're going to close your shop, yet probably are going to be the one that bitches about not making enough money, but you're not willing to work. You're also the one that's probably off on Sundays too, but you're also, you see what I'm saying? Dude, I'm telling you, it's the way that I think. And so then I didn't even get upset. I just noticed it. And I was like, you know what? Hey, I'm in electronics. I'm probably not even supposed to be here. She probably did have a thing. I'm just lucky to be here. That's the way I felt. Because in my mind, I really was. I'm lucky to be here because the front of the store looks like hell right now. So she came back really quickly, started checking me out. Once again, horrible. No, just hated being there. I was scared to even I'm scared to look at her. And I probably could have said, hey, I really appreciate you checking me out. I know I'm probably not supposed to be here. And so she checks me out. Have a good day, she says. And I was like, wow, okay. Head out the store. And it was cool because I didn't have to wait. I even like dipped under this little rope thing that told me I couldn't dip under it because I wasn't about to walk through all the people again. All this to tell you, it keeps coming up that people want these secrets. And I was one of those people, and I still am one of those people, but I'm finding it more and more simple to hack success. All you got to do is do what nobody else will do. The intention, really increasing your emotional intelligence, becoming so self-aware that you understand, you know how you feel before you go into places. You center yourself, you're taking care of yourself, you're feeding yourself, you're sleeping, honoring yourself by being around people that you like, enriching your life by learning new things and challenging yourself, going for success and exercising, just taking care of yourself, going into a place like Walmart, right? Versus, let me just give you an example of how I grew up and what used to go into Walmart. Hating life, worried about going to work tomorrow, husband's not helping at home, got to get the kids ready. All you want is to escape, these fucking kids, because I hated myself. Anybody that hates kids hates themselves, because I used to be that way. Maybe you think differently. This is just how I used to think and how I see things now. But would go in there, nervous, couldn't wait to get home to have some wine, just looking for a reason to start a fight. I'm looking for a reason to bitch about something. It's immediately when I walk in, I feel defeated because I had to walk. Now I'm pissed off and I want to fucking take it out on all the Walmart people and talk shit about Walmart and how shitty Walmart is. And then when I find my stuff, I get back there and I start bitching because Walmart is shitty and it doesn't have any fucking patio furniture. It's so ugly that it's just tasteless. It's like, is this store going under? Like, what the fuck is actually going on here? I mean, it's shitty. Like, look at the fucking selection that they even have. What the fuck is this? And then when I get to I don't even think about, right? Because I'm into such energetic whatever. I don't even think about going to the back. I just go bitching and get in line. And I'm bitching some more. And I'm even Snapchatting, just bitching about Walmart. And then I find somebody else to bitch with me, talking about how long the lines are. And before you know it, I check out and there's something wrong with the price. And then before you know it, I'm like, God, this has cost so much money. And now I don't have a lot of money. And then I got to go work tomorrow. Fuck. And then the kids, they're fucking screaming, and fuck. And then I get home and then I'm just underappreciated and working my ass. You see the difference? Like, I get both sides. I understand both sides. But another lady asked me today and she was like, Casey, I want to get ahead of my business and I'm so scared to show up. What can I do to help me with this trigger? And I was like, first of all, you can do all these types of clearings that we do, and you can remove this trauma and do this in business. And you wanting to be successful, baby, you're going to have to just call on courage right now. You're going to have to do it anyway, be a big girl and do it anyway. You could ask yourself, like a simple hack would be, if everybody loved what I had to say, if it was safe to show up fully and nobody would get angry and I could be myself and like it would actually be fun, like what would I say? You just say that. All right. So you just do that first and foremost. Get past the bullshit, right? You ain't got to do nothing. Just do it, right? Just fucking do it. Do it now. Now, as you start doing that, you're going to get triggered because guess what? You've got some shit to clear, just as we all do. But don't we want to be successful? Right. But not everybody's going to do what you just did. Not everybody's going to go to the back. Not everybody's going to have this attitude, right? So when you start putting yourself out there, yeah, you're going to get some fucking people. Who the fuck does she think she is? Well, I think this way. That's a bunch of trash. That's a lie. That's this. You've gone too far. You're too aggressive now. You're just out of touch with reality. You just you're a hoe. Look at you being a mom. They're going to say, look, who are you to be teaching that? It's going to come. So just get ready. Or you could just stay where you're at and never amount to anything and just have your little dreams. It's up to you, right? Or you could just put yourself out there. They're going to talk anyway. Right now, by the way, people are already talking about you. Your family, your friends, like people's already talking about you. So why are you scared about it now? It's like when women say, I just don't want to fail. I'm like, baby, you are failing. You've never been this heavy before. Your marriage is failing. Your hormones are shit. You snap your head. children's heads off. You hate yourself. You don't have sex. Like, you are failing at life right now. So what are you scared of? You know what it feels like. Sounds to me like you're scared of fucking success. You can't imagine anything else but what you got right now. You don't know how life's going to be. When you do put yourself out there and somebody does these things publicly, you're going to get triggered, right? And that's when you say thank you. Not to them, to yourself, to your higher, whatever it is you believe in. Thank you, because it's showing you, your triggers show you what needs to be cleared and healed and zoned in on, like, where is this? Why is this hurting me? Why did this make me mad? Which really hurt me? Why did I feel not heard, not seen, not whatever? And you go and you sit with that. And that way you can turn that shit into gold, and you can teach about that, how you got over that. But I understand, like, a lot of women, I mean, I was this way for years, where you just want to do more work, before, because you're not enough. And if I could just sit back, then what if you were enough, Casey, right now? And I probably did still show up a little bit in that way, but man, if I could have just had myself right now, talk to myself back then and says, Casey, if people didn't think you were weird for doing this, if you could say anything, what would you do and say right now? What would you everything? If you weren't worried about making money, if you weren't worried about this, what would you be, say, do, blah, blah, and just do that? Dude, I would be in a way different situation. I'd be in a way different fucking situation. And then knowing every little thing that happened to me, quote, happened to me, that I saw as a negative, like, look what they said, look what happened to me, or whatever, or what didn't happen, and say, thank you. There's something here for me to learn so that I can get what I want. You know, stop taking everything so personally. Stop taking things like it means something about us. It doesn't mean, what if it didn't mean anything? What if it didn't mean that? What do you want it to mean? So little things like that. And that's why I admire people like Grant Cardone and Oprah, Sarah Blakely, like these big people at the top, people of influence. You know what? They're scared shitless, just like we are, but they're courageous. Successful people are courageous, period. Martin Luther King, anybody that you see that's up there, that's known, that's remembered, they were courageous. So we have it in us. That's the difference. You have to think like, nope, you have to think differently than you've ever thought before if you're going to get to a new place that you've never been. How do I do that, Casey? You can start by asking yourself when you're quiet, when you're doing your stuff, just make the intent of, hey, show me the people to be around. I'll never forget when a guy told me you need to find millionaires to be around. I'm like, the fuck? I don't like her. The only millionaire I knew, I was like, I don't really like her. I don't understand, like, whatever. I didn't have to understand. All I had to know was that, what would it feel like to be around millionaires? Man, it feel great, because now I have somebody around me that would actually give me some advice, because they've been where I've been. Money is not going to make you happy, but the quest and the journey to get there for you heart-centered people is going to make you happy as fuck. The quest and the journey to loving yourself back to wholeness through getting yourself healthy, mentally, physically, spiritually, healing your body and looking the way you want to look and feeling the way you want to feel, and feeling confident and proud, that's going to change your life, and that's going to make you happy. No matter where this is finding you, please, I love hearing from you. Let us know, tag us, comment, like, subscribe. You know, that's how you can really support the podcast. And YouTube is just liking, subscribing, leaving a positive review is like giving me a big tip. So please take time. I appreciate you for taking time to do that. And if you want to work with me, if you want to know about courses that we have, you know, Hot Moms is sometimes not the right fit for everyone. And if it's not the right step for you, let us help guide you to what is, so you can just get one step closer to what you want. So we have courses, we have all kinds of stuff. And if we can't help you, I know a lot of people. I have a lot of great experts in my network of all sorts of all different kinds of expert entrepreneurs that can really change people's lives. So if I can't help you, we will point you in the direction of somebody that can. I will see your ass in Successville, because you better be fucking doing what the fuck you're scared of doing. And you better be working on your fucking self and getting healthy and getting sexy and taking care of yourself mentally, physically, and spiritually. Peace out. This is it. I've got a free training, CaseyShip.com/register. Be sure to grab that and then join my free Facebook group and just reach out. Struggle is not required. So hit me up, CaseyShip.com/register. Talk to you soon.